All right, I officially finished my first course, man. I finally started locking in, said, you know what? AI has its uses, but I got to sit down, really learn to program. I don't like engines. I said I'd rather make my own shit. Um so I choose JavaScript just because it's the most versatile to me because it allows me to make apps and also games. And I could also do 3D games. I could still make it a game engine if I want to with JavaScript. So that's what I chose. Now, this is really more like a game building framework or engine. It's barely anything. Um, I got like a menu that I can quit. Most of the code base, right? That's just my notes. But most of the code base is just like infrastructure for the engine, right? We got like an input handler, we got an image manager, we got a render system. It's data oriented, which I like way more than OOP because OOP can really confuse the fuck out of me because behavior gets hidden, and I don't want like sifting through paper, right? For now, this is really great because I've been trying to build this for a while, and I finally found a tutorial that manages for me and it helps me so build like a framework or an engine for making games because now going forward I won't have to rebuild the same shit, man. Like so much of these tutorials they teach you how to build this game from scratch over and over again, and it's like, listen, one thing I realized with game development is I mean, if you have a dream game, go ahead, go do it. But if you're anything like me, you just want to make games, but there's nothing in particular, and you're just trying to like sketch games, throw paint at the wall, and see what sticks, then you kind of have to prototype like crazy until you find something. Because, bro, for me, part of the reason I stopped playing games and started building games is because, bro, a lot of these games are boring to me. Listen, I don't want a game like for me, I don't like hyper casual, but then I don't want too competitive, man. Like I want a game for like smooth brain where I could be playing this game and doing something else and be engaged with both things. So I haven't figured it out because I need something a bit more complex than a hyper casual game, but not too complex that it needs all my attention. You know what I mean? I haven't figured that out. I will share what I've been working on later. Anyways, so this is the tutorial I watched. It's my friend Devrak, but his YouTube channel is Frank's Laboratory. Um, the Udemy. The only reason I really use the Udemy is because while this is also part of his Udemy and it actually goes beyond it. The reason I like the Udemy is because it was in small sections, and so instead of like feeling like a marathon that I have to get through 33 minutes of video, it's like I only got to get through 6 minutes of video, you know? So that helped me. But for the rest of this, I'm probably going to have to like thug it out and just get through this as much as possible. There are a couple things I didn't learn and wasn't explained, but I'll make a note of it. Um, but yeah. um, it's challenging. You know, people say AI is going to take jobs. They want AI to take jobs, but the issue is that you see, the problem isn't AI. AI can improve more and more exponentially, but the only way they're really going to achieve, what they really want to do with AI is if AI can read minds. Because one of the biggest issues, one of the reasons why we have constant contact, is because people are terrible at articulating themselves and expressing themselves. Part of the reason is most definitely vocabulary, right? I'm guilty of that too. Like if your vocabulary is super limited, you define everything as bad. There's no more nuance. Like if you don't even know what anger is or sadness is, everything that you are, let's say, ashamed or you don't want, you just label it as bad, right? So now anger and sadness don't exist, only badness exists, right? So you lose nuance. And that's kind of the issue. AI will never really replace developers because shareholders, individuals, uncreative types that only want the output. They not even the output. They only want the output, right? Like they don't know about the machine. They only know about what they want. You know what I mean? Like they know they want money, but how is that money created? That's for the developer to figure out, right? Or they might have like, okay, I have lots of oil, right? I have an input and on my output, I want money. What's the middle piece? That's for the developer to figure out, right? Most people, they really struggle with articulating or expressing, or they have something in their head, but they just can't put it on paper. So instead they scribe, same thing with prompting. Like you could, describe what you want over and over again, or you could, like, you tell AI, bro, that shit's bad. It could be bad for a multitude of reasons, and then you're gonna like bug out because the AI fixed something. You're like, not that. I wanted you to fix this. And it's like, you should have just said that from the beginning, right? The issue was the inability to articulate with pinpoint accuracy what you wanted done. Listen, I mean, sure, there's people that just consume AI to feed their egos. But if you're actually leveraging AI, the biggest benefit, the biggest thing that's really going to create a deviation and a separation from people and create multiple classes is those who are able to express their intent precisely versus those that just can't, man. Like listen, we have so many wars, we have so many misunderstandings because people cannot articulate themselves, man. People can't say things how it is. They can't really say with 100% accuracy how they feel. There's always these distortions. And AI, since it's not sentient, catches and latches onto these distortions. And if you really get better with AI, there will be less and less distortions, right? In your instructions, less and less distortions in your intent. So you will be able to be clearer and clearer what you wish to generate, right? Because it's not like, listen, AI hallucinations are not a net negative. Listen, if you are an expert, AI hallucinations are pretty useful if you can figure out how to leverage the hallucinations for your own benefit. Why? It gives you perspective. Like if you know what you're talking about, AI can give you like an informed hallucination that would act as like nourishment for your own ideas. Like it will put things into perspective, like I don't know, I've used it as a source of inspiration, but that's only if you really know with clarity that it's hallucinating and you're just leveraging it to help inspire you, right? Putting you in a different headspace. But or to come up with like theories or something like that. But I could definitely see how some people get caught up in that shit. But anyways, so that was my first thing. I locked in. I said I'm not gonna learn this because while AI can really make code, it makes some uncanny, strange code, and sometimes I just need to like read through it. AI is really great for going from a blank canvas to a drawing. Right, it's really great from nothing to something, but once you have something, it gets so tough to grow and grow and grow. Like think about like tokens and stuff like that. Like the code is not the most efficient. Hell, these AI models don't even have best interests. They don't even want to think anymore. They're throttling it, right? These AI models, they're not gonna do what's best for the code base. It's gonna do what's easiest for it. So it prioritizes quick wins, to keep people engaged. It prioritizes quick wins over long-term success. You can try your best, but ultimately you have to lead the ship and you have to not prioritize quick wins. Especially if you take a more data-oriented approach with the code base, you start to notice like, man, AI is really hard coding shit. Now, it's also a skill issue. I'm not going to say I'm perfect because AI is definitely like a magnifier, right? But if you have like 0, is it going to be still 0? Maybe. It might still be 0. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. But That's all I gotta say. I'm proud of myself. I just wanted to share. I'm gonna do my best to finish this entire series because it's the best that I've found for my use case. And then get going because it's challenging. I've been really a lot more focused on prototyping. You really have to prototype. If you don't have a dream game, you got to sit down and prototype and throw paint on the wall and see what sticks. AI is great for prototyping, but then for actually building the game and building the deeper layers, tough, tough, tough. But it's perfect for the gameplay loop, though. I'll give it that. So that's all I really have to say. Bye.